You can sense the intensity as they await the arrival of the Tennessee team here at Cleveland Stadium. The #1 undefeated Volunteers prepare to race onto the field. Everything is riding on this football game. So there's a special intensity, a special urgency. Here come the Volunteers. Wherever you listen throughout the world, it's football time in Tennessee.
Didn't make it on 4th down. T comes off. Standing right by Billy Ratliff, and T's coming off and starting to unhook his pads a little bit, and Billy says, "Don't unhook your pads. We're going to get the ball back."
Second down and 11 for Arkansas. 1:47 remaining. One timeout left. Call it 12 to go for the first down. Sterner lost the football! Oh my goodness! He stumbled and fumbled, and Billy Ratliff recovered!
We made this play. Billy Ratliff knocked this All-American guard back into the quarterback. He stepped on his foot. Quarterback probably made a mistake, not just falling on the ball. Billy not only knocked him back, but he got the ball back for us. So,
how important was this fumble recovery?
Well, it meant the season. You probably didn't know that at the moment, but it absolutely meant the season.
People always ask, where did we get the name Blue Water Climate Control? When a Navy ship casts off lines, exits the harbor, and loses sight of land, that's blue water sailing. It takes a team of people to do that. Tireless work, focus, and attention to detail. So much of starting a business is just like that. After it's done, you get filled with deep satisfaction for accomplishing something. And it's quickly followed by, now the real work begins. We're Blue Water Climate Control.
What's up, Facebook? What's up, YouTubes? We're back, Billy.
Yes, sir.
Hey, let me tell you something, Billy. Our baseball team's on fire.
Hey, it's about time we got something on fire.
Did you see how much them seats are going for? $333 a seat for the Vanderbilt game tonight.
Man. And
that's more than a football game.
It is. That's like the World Series over there.
Man,
that's crazy.
That is crazy. What's up, Ballard Sports Media? Matt Dummett, Jason Young. How y'all doing? Time Traveler's back. Man, I hadn't seen Time Traveler in a month of Sundays.
I was getting ready to say that's a new name. I haven't seen that.
Oh, he'd been around a long time. He'd been around a long time. But our baseball team's on fire. Now, I got to admit, we run the Volunteer Roadshow. You and I founded this organization, and we're supposed to be into all the Tennessee sports. But I got to be honest with you, I haven't watched that much baseball. Now, I do like that one pitcher that's got that old-timey mustache where it's curled up. What's his name?
With the whiskers.
I couldn't grow one of those. But that does look pretty cool, don't it?
Pretty cool, man. You got me wanting to watch it now.
Do you think he get some girls with that mustache?
Come on, man. When you're the talk of the town right now, you the team.
They are the talk of the
hill
town
right now. Come on, it can't be that hard.
And you know who else is the talk of the town? Billy Ratliff. He beat me fair and square, even though he cheated. We posted the Bobby versus Billy video today. I don't know if you know that, but I posted it.
Oh, I know I didn't know it because you didn't tell me.
We recorded that last week. We got a bunch more we're going to record. I'm not saying you cheated. Well, yeah, I guess I am saying you cheated. You were talking a lot while I was shooting.
I was trying to motivate you with those bricks.
Hey, did you see that 12-foot rim they got over their basketball main event?
It was easy to shoot in too.
No, it wasn't either.
For you, maybe not.
Well, we hadn't competed on it, but we did shoot on a little bit. It's every bit of 12 foot tall.
It's not. It's only 10.
Well, after you play them little short ones, it feels like 12 foot tall.
I mean, it was a little tougher though, because it's farther away, and you had a lot more work. And he put some elbow in it.
Well, I think what you did, the reason why you won, I mean, you're a good basketball player. I'm not going to take that away from you. But I think somehow you slipped a bigger basketball on me.
Well, next time we play, I'm going to give you the opportunity to bring your own balls with you.
That's a small rim. That's not, I bet you it's not regulation.
It's not. I mean, the one that you said is 14 foot is regulation.
Yeah, maybe so. But guess who's back?
Who's that?
Fulkerson.
Oh, God. Don't get me started.
Folky is back for season number 6. And if he would have played the second half of the season like he played the first half of the season, he might be getting ready for the NBA.
Yeah.
You think that's why he come back? He wants another chance to prove himself?
I know that's why he's coming back. I mean, what else can he prove right now? I mean, he might as well test the waters and at least see where he's going to go, because I just don't ever see him being a lottery pick.
No, he's no lottery pick. I mean, I like him as a player. And I think
he's a good kid, man. Great heart, man. Great heart. I mean, I like his attitude. I mean, he speaks well. And I'm just still confused with the whole 6-year thing, though, man. I mean, what do you call a 6-year senior? What's also confusing me is the fact that he played all season. I understand a medical redshirt situation where they can come back and play the 6th year, but that's a tough situation. I mean, I know the coaches are happy that he's coming back.
I want an update on the Vanderbilt game, Tennessee Vanderbilt game. I just Googled it and it's not coming up.
I'll find it for you.
I wanted to see. It says here, Cheese finishes 1, 2, 3 inning with a strikeout to get this one started. So it looks like a good start. But where's the game at? Let's see if that's it. Dang. Well, it's been on for an hour. It said it started at 6 o'clock. This is probably the best we've been in baseball
in a long time.
Maybe ever.
No, we've had good baseball teams.
I know, but this team's got something that a lot of our past baseball teams. Of course, I'm not doing it. I'm not jumping on it. I mean, I'm already on the bandwagon, but I'm not going because I'm Tennessee. But I'm not going to start hooting and hollering like I did in baseball this early in the season.
Oh, gosh.
Because the most Tennessee thing for our baseball team to do would be what? Get to number 1 and then finish out of the rankings by the end of the season.
Okay, top of the first, 0-0. That's what I'm seeing. I don't see any updates yet.
Huh.
So I guess the game started at 7.
That's what it says. It says it's on ESPNU. 0-0 here. Yeah, Jason Young and Matthew Bill both said it's 0-0 bottom of the first.
Yeah, let me see if I can find it here.
We should be able to get that. Well, if you want to call in, talk about the baseball game, give us an update. We're not able to watch it. 865-424-1342. And don't forget this 6 foot wide canvas. I know it don't look 6 foot wide from right here because it's so far away, but it's 6 by 32. The best way to win that, we're going to be drawing that out right before the football season. And here's some ways you can enter. Go to volunteerroadshow.com, start your free profile. That's one way. Like, share, comment on any of our posts on Volunteer Roadshow. And every post you do that with increases your chances. Subscribe to us, both of our channels. There it is. You got it up on the there. We're up to bat. There we go. Anyway, subscribe to both of our YouTube channels. All these should be links should be in the description. Comment on our YouTube channel, in the live chat, like. Well, I can't say that we'll be able to draw you like because we can't tell who likes what, but we can tell who makes a comment. So anyway, if you want to enter that, follow us on Twitter. Let me get that up here. Follow us on Twitter. I have it here somewhere.
You know what? I need to start working with Twitter, man. I haven't messed with it. I'm going to start tweeting.
I say that all the time.
I know you do, but you don't.
I know.
I've never said I was, but I will now.
Well, I'll give you the login, and you can run Volunteer Roadshow Twitter.
No, let's make it
I just don't know all those symbols.
What symbol? I mean,
there's symbols you got to know them in Twitter.
No, you don't.
You got to tweet something with the symbols.
You can just say, "Hey, peace.
No,
what's up? How you doing?"
I've seen them tic-tac-toe signs and the ampersand, not the ampersand, but the at sign.
The tic-tac-toe sign.
Yeah.
You know what sign that is?
That's a tic-tac-toe sign.
Okay. What's the number sign?
Well, number sign. Okay, same thing.
See, you already know the symbols. Then you already
but I don't know
it to tic-tac-toe sign. See?
No, it don't matter what you call them. I don't know how to use them. You're supposed to use them for some. Oh, that's what they call it. Hashtag.
Mm-hmm.
Hashtag.
Yes.
What is a hashtag? What does a hashtag do?
I don't know.
Does it make you look at it? Does it say, hey, look at this in my comment? I don't know what a hashtag is.
I know that's just the new school way of making you look cool.
Well, we got a hashtag Sam Strong, but I still don't know what the hashtag means.
Well, we did it because we saw someone else do it.
Why isn't it called # Sam Strong?
Because it doesn't sound cool.
We got a super chat, Georgia fan super chatting us over here on YouTube.
What's that,
Shane Bentley? Yeah, you do it, Shane Bentley.
How you doing, my man?
Hey, gents, good to see y'all. Quick questions for y'all. I believe UGA spring game is this weekend. When is Tennessee's, and what position has your interest? All right. What is it, 24th?
24th.
What day is that?
That's a Saturday.
All right, next Saturday. We might do something for that. I'm not sure what we're going to do. But anyway, I tell you the position that's got me stoked. It's not quarterback. It's not running back. Not offense. I'm not on the offensive line train like I was last year.
You're not going to get some of those stars.
I'm going to wait to see. Cade Mays better bring it. His brother, little bro, better bring it. And I don't know who all we got filling in for the guys that left, but our defensive line, I think, is going to be good. I'm not saying that because you played defensive line, and I'm not trying to compare them to the defensive line of the 90s.
They'll never be that.
No.
They can
No, they can't.
They can.
They're not deep enough. That was what made y'all so good, is y'all had 3 or 4 rotating in and out where you never got tired. We don't have that.
I'm going to probably say the same thing. And just because who's coaching the kids? Coach Gardner is a great motivator.
Yeah, I read an article about him.
And I told you, I was excited about it when he came in and when he finally said that he was going to be here. And everything that I've heard and read so far, he's doing everything I thought he would do. Get the kids excited, ready to have fun, getting to the quarterback, making plays in the backfield. And that's what I want to see. I want to see them change the line of scrimmage. Whether it's pass rush, whether it's run, I want to see that, because without those guys up front, the defensive line, no one else behind them can even be good at all. No one. The only way they'll be good is if they have 100 tackles, and you don't want 100 tackles. That just means you've been out there too long.
See, I'd forgotten that Coach Gardner was here when you were here. He was, of course, he was coaching offense. See, that's something I don't understand. Didn't he play defense in college?
Yes.
Why is it that you always see somebody coaching a position they didn't play? And even on the opposite side of the ball.
Most of the time, it's more of we already got somebody coaching this position.
But wouldn't you want to have somebody that plays the position, that knows the position, coaching that position?
Yeah, that's true. But if you're a coach, you can coach any position. So that just goes to show you just how good this man is.
Yeah, but he's not the only one that does that. There's lots of
them have done
that change positions.
Lots of them.
Scott Hester, he said, what do you think about the quarterback position, Billy? Looks like Maurer is really having a good spring. What's up, Chase? How you doing? Where you been? You ain't been in here in a while. Well, what did you think about the quarterback situation?
I like it. You know, I mean, if Maurer's doing a good job, make the kids behind him play harder to make them take his position. You know, that's what's called competition. It's not all about the 4 or 5-star kids. It's about competing to become a better quarterback. You know, I always tell people about those stars, about the kids when they first come to college. They are a 0 star when they get on campus. You got to start all over again to earn those stripes, those stars.
Not with social media now. These kids come on campus when they're a 5-star strutting.
And majority of them, what happens to them? Flushed it all down the toilet or something. It doesn't matter when
they don't do that at Alabama.
No. Oh, it's the same way when you get to Alabama.
I know, but they got a coach that can handle that.
When you get to Alabama.
And I'm not saying Heupel can't handle it because I don't know.
I mean, you handle every kid exactly the same. I don't care if they're 5-star, 10-star. They're the best player that ever played. If you treat one differently than the other, they'll take advantage of that situation.
Mm-hmm.
That's how you lose your job. And you don't want to do that. That's what some of these coaches got caught up in. And that's how they end up being one and done coach, or 2-3 years they're gone.
Did anybody come into the locker room back and when you played acting like they were all that in a bag of chips?
Many of them have done it, but most of them failed.
Did they get checked?
Oh, checked at the door, man. I mean, I don't care who you were back then. Even as a recruit coming in, if you're talking like that, you just might as well agree to go to the next school.
Isn't that what Fred White said about a running back that said he's going to take Jay Graham's spot?
Every time, man. I mean, you got kids like that ain't never played. No, you're not coming here. I mean, what you mean you're going to take somebody's position? You're a high school running back. You can't do that here. It's very rare you see a high school kid come to college and just tear it up right out the gates. It's not easy.
Did the veterans and the upperclassmen take issue with that?
All the time, man. All the time. They'll make it a point to make sure, if, like, say if you come in here talking like remember on Booby Miles on Friday Night Lights?
Yeah.
I mean, we had guys like that came in saying that they're going to do this and do that. Well, they're going to test you. They're going to test you and see if you really this 5-star running back or 5-star receiver or whatever. And they're going to try to make you what's called the CP, the crowd pleaser. The crowd pleaser is the guy that we're going to knock you out every time, and the crowd going to be pleased.
Oh, you mean the defense is after the crowd pleaser?
Yes. Well, I mean, offensive too. I mean, they'll find a way to like, let's say if I was a defensive tackle coming out of high school, tell him Bubba Miller and Leslie and Kevin
you don't
Mays,
talk about Big Bub.
Tell them, man, I'm about to run through this old line, man. I'm about to slice through you like a hot knife through butter. You know how many times they're going to get pancaked.
Somebody actually said that to Cozy Coleman, Chad Clifton, Spencer Wright. Man, they ain't going to talk the noise to them.
No, you don't have it like that. I mean, you have some kids that come in and do stuff like that. But at the end of the day, they wake up real fast and smell the coffee. And it's like, oh, man, I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to tell you, this ain't high school no more, man. Throw them stars out, man. You got to earn these stars. And this is what they always told us. Instead of earning stars, they tell us, you ain't got enough hours yet, young buck.
Explain to the viewers what that means. And I'm going to get to Jerry Anthony's basketball comments here in a minute. But when it's been on several of our shows. Jeff Coleman, you started saying it early on. Mm-hmm. I've heard Al Wilson say it. I've heard all your boys, Fred White, say you don't have enough hours.
You ain't got enough hours yet, man.
What does not enough hours mean on what you can say and do on the football field and off the football field? What are hours?
So here, if you haven't been in the weight room long enough to earn a stripe or even earn the opportunity to even do a vertical jump or do a bench press or do anything, it takes at least a year and a half to get your first hours.
Unless you're Al Wilson.
I don't care if you're Al Wilson.
Well, he popped off on the Memphis game locker room. What was he, a sophomore? Well, he was a sophomore then, wasn't he?
He had already earned his hours.
Okay. All right. Stand corrected.
He had already earned his hours. He couldn't have done that his freshman year because
Tyrone Hines was the Al Wilson.
Most definitely.
Before Al Wilson was Al Wilson.
Yes. People don't realize. People forgot about T. Hines.
No,
T. Hines was
I ain't forgot about Tyrone Hines.
Man, T. Hines was a monster, man.
When Jeff Coleman promised me he was going to have him on the Volunteer Roadshow, I said, you have no idea. That's a bucket list item. I've told you that. That was one of my number one interviews I want to have is Tyrone Hines. Him and Bill Duff. Bill Duff's already been on the Volunteer Roadshow, so I could check off Bill Duff. With Tyrone Hines, he was a bad boy.
He was a bad boy, man.
Remember that neck roll pad he had?
That was the good old days, man. Everybody was wearing the neck roll back then. I'll tell you today, man, I don't know what I was thinking about that neck roll.
It's intimidating.
Oh, yeah, that's what we did,
That's
man.
probably why he did it. It scared the hell out of him.
We did a lot of things with intimidation, man. The mirror shield, all that stuff, man.
Well, let's go to the phone lines. We got a caller here.
Let's go. Who
Blue Water Climate Control Hotline. What you got for Billy Ratliff and Catfish? Are you there, caller? Do we not have him going? Hold on a second. Hold on. I got to get it in here. Hold on. I did something wrong.
Come on now.
Hold on. There we go. What you got for Catfish and Billy Ratliff?
What's up, Bobby? What's up, Billy?
What's up?
What's going on, man?
This is Sam.
Hey, Sam. How you doing in Greenville? You watching this baseball game?
1-0.
I'm in Knoxville.
Oh, you are? What says here on my screen you want to talk about baseball?
Vanderbilt this weekend in baseball.
What's that?
Do you think Chase is going to win?
There's something wrong with his audio. Call back in, Sam. Call back in, Sam. Something happened to your phone. I don't know what happened to your phone. But give us a call, 865-424-1342. I think he's calling back in. Give him a chance. Sound like he went to Bluetooth or something. So did you say it's 1-0 Vandy?
Yeah, I think they just scored.
Dang. Vanderbilt's a good team.
Vandy's always good.
Let's try it again. Something happened to your audio there, Sam.
Well, do you think Tennessee's going to win this weekend against Vanderbilt Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
I think they're going to win the series. I don't think they're going to sweep them. I mean, Vanderbilt's a damn good team.
Yeah.
They're just as liable to sweep us as us sweep them.
Yeah.
Well, I think it's time for a change. I think Tennessee will sweep.
I hope so.
This weekend.
I hope so. Listen. Didn't they win the championship last year, Vanderbilt? Weren't they? Did they win the whole thing last year? Or was that year before?
Yes, they did. No, we didn't play last year. We played in 2019. They won the whole thing in 2019.
Yeah, they're a good team. Good team.
Yeah.
And we're a good team, too.
Well, what do you think about Tennessee football? What have you been hearing, Bobby?
You know, every year I get pumped up. Say we're going to go 8-4, 9-3, 7-5. But everybody, I mean, I'm not talking about most. Everybody on the internet saying we're all going to win 4 or 5 games. I just don't believe that. Do you, Sam?
Well, this is a new coaching staff, new everything. I don't know. I think Tennessee's going to do well, but we're not going to be winning a lot of games. because it's going to be the first year of this coach, and we got fresh new players. I don't know, man.
Well, I'm going to root for them no matter what. And I'll be mad if we don't go to a bowl game, but they're still my boys. It's still my squad.
Well,
it's still my team.
Making a national championship in football, and they've been failing every season.
Well, I'm just not getting my hopes up this year.
Bobby. Something's got to change, or the fans need to give up.
No, you can't give up, Sam. Sam, you can't give up. That's like family. Would you give up on your family? I ain't giving up on my family.
Yeah.
I may be mad at them. I might be upset with them. I might smack them around a little bit like I did my kids, but I ain't going to disown them. Ever.
Well, Tennessee's going. I hope Tennessee football makes it back to the national championship. We got to get something right. You know, every year I will go in those grandstand spots, Tennessee play football, and I see them lose. It's heartbreaking because it kicks me off at the end of the game.
Yeah. Well, we've had our chances. I mean, 2016, that was coaching there. We had a squad in 2016.
Yes,
we had a squad, and we
went 5-0. I was at the Georgia game. We went 5-0,
and we just let it. We had a trip to the SEC championship game sewed up, practically. Had we just showed up in at least one of those last 3 or 4 games.
Yes, sir.
But we didn't. That's hindsight. It's over with. I still love them. I'll never forget the Dobnell boot. I'll never forget being in Florida. There's a lot recently we can hang our hat on, but that 4-8 season and last season hurt.
I'm going to say about this about Florida. Listen, Klein Ryan, I know you're listening, brother. Florida got beaten fast baseball, like 2 out of 3. Listen, dude, Florida sucks in baseball, and we beat you in basketball. So here's what I'm going to tell you.
Yep.
Klein Ryan, Tennessee owns Florida. Don't forget it.
Tell him.
Call me another day because no one cares about you beat us in football. We own Florida in those 2 sports.
That's right.
We own you.
We got to hang our hat on something, Sam.
Shut up. And you don't know what you're talking about at the end, brother.
That's right.
Florida sucks. Get over it.
All right, Sam. Well, we got to go to a commercial. Call back next Friday. You promise?
Yes, sir.
All right. See you. We'll be right back.
People always ask, where did we get the name Blue Water Climate Control? When a Navy ship casts off lines, exits the harbor, and loses sight of land, that's blue water sailing. It takes a team of people to do that. Tireless work, focus, and attention to detail. So much of starting a business is just like that. After it's done, you get filled with deep satisfaction for accomplishing something. And it's quickly followed by, now the real work begins. We're Blue Water Climate Control.
All right, we want to thank Blue Water Climate Control. They take care of all the HVAC, heating and air in Volunteer Roadshow Studios. They do a great job. Fantastic job. Anyway, thank you, Jeremy. Veteran owned. He's given us those. You still got that medallion?
Mm-hmm.
That was nice. Anyway, thank you, Blue Water Climate Control. Let's talk about some basketball. What do you really think about Fulkerson coming back next year? Let's talk about that. Then we'll get into recruiting. I think he had to come back.
Why?
Well, he wasn't going to the NBA. Might as well come back. Free education.
He's a senior.
So come back. We need him. We do have the number 2 recruiting class. It just come out right behind Michigan and right in front of Alabama's going to be good in basketball for a while. They got a good coach and they're getting some recruits, but so are we. A 5-star forward we just got, what's his name? Brandon something Huntley something other. He's a good ball player.
Like I said, till I see that LOI.
Where do you think Springer and Johnson's going to go in the draft? You really think they're going to be a lottery pick?
I think Springer will.
But I've heard Johnson was going to be the lottery pick.
We have to see, man. It's just tough, man. I mean, I haven't. They didn't show me enough to like say that they are a legit lottery pick. When you see lottery picks, you see, like the kid I showed you with Georgia with Edwards that year. To me, that was a lottery pick because I saw all the things that he could do that would be.
I need my charger. But yeah, I agree, but I just don't see how you can see how a freshman can be a lottery pick. Is that my charger over there?
How you charging your way over there?
I didn't put it
Actually,
over
I was rewiring. You're right.
My battery's about dead. Anyway, well, I just don't see how they can figure out if they're a lottery pick or not. Because I didn't, other than the last part of the season, I don't know that they showed enough at Tennessee to be a lottery pick. How do you pick a lottery pick without seeing something? They carried our teams a lot, but our teams wasn't that good. We didn't play well.
Well, it's not about what the team did as a team. I mean, when you get to NBA, it's more individual playing now. It's man on man now. So if that's what
I don't like about the NBA.
Well, I mean, the NBA been one-on-one, been man on man ever since before time. It's never been like zone.
It was back in the 80s when I was.
It wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't.
It was a lot different back then.
Everything was different.
You rarely see. You go on Bet Now right now, and you see the over and under on some of these games 220, 230. Well, yeah, you never saw that in the 80s
because they call more fouls. They let you hand check a lot more back then. You can't do all that stuff anymore.
Yeah, I don't like
the game have changed.
I don't like the NBA now.
The NBA is exactly where it was in the 80s. They play the way the rules allowed them to play.
Well, yeah, you got to play within the rules, but I think it was a better brand of basketball in the 80s. Call me old-fashioned, call me whatever you want, but we're going to go to the Blue Water Climate Control Hotline.
2-0.
Got Henry. What you think about this baseball game, Henry? 2-0.
It's going to be tough.
Man. Go Vols, man. Right. On the basketball, I think they were a lot more physical back in the day.
Oh yeah.
I just think
Detroit,
it was a more physical brand of ball back then.
Yep, I agree with you. What do you think about
actually?
Go ahead. What'd you call about? Talk to me.
I'm sorry. Well, first of all, thank you for taking my call. Hope y'all had a great week. And I've been super busy this week. Missed out on a lot of stuff. I heard where Reverend Barnes, he's got us a few shooters coming to Tennessee. He's got a few guys coming. And don't know a whole lot about them guys, but they say they can shoot the lights out. But I was actually going to call in to see if I could get some nuggets. What does the Volunteer Roadshow know? Has Billy been going to any practices?
No, we haven't been able to go to any practices. Well, we're going to try to. We're going to go to the spring game, I hope.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you think it's going to be televised?
Yeah.
It'll be on TV?
Yeah.
That's good.
That's why you notice they're spreading them out.
SEC Network or something.
Yeah, that's good.
Because I think Georgia is this weekend, I think.
Yeah, that's what Shane was saying. Georgia's this weekend.
But we plan on coming up. We'd love to get with you guys.
Yeah, we'll be in town.
Make a day of it, I guess.
We'll be announcing something towards the middle of the week and working something out. Might be at main event. We might go to Tap House. I don't know where we'll be. We'll be somewhere.
Sounds great. Anyway, guys, thanks for taking my call. Hope you've had a great week, and go Vols.
Go Vols. Yeah, thank you, Henry. Henry always watching us. That's what I like about this community.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, a lot of regulars watching us. Some of them been watching us for years. Eminem says, please, Lord, let that 7-footer be good.
Well, it's rare that you get a 7-footer that's just good.
Yeah. Eminem says the NBA draft is a little mysterious. They like potential more than actual previous performance sometimes.
Exactly.
That's true, but I don't understand why. You got to show me something if I'm going to spend that kind of money.
Well, that's what they do. I mean, when they get to do the individual workouts, these teams know what they're looking for. You go work out for these 10. When you go work out for the team and they see that you got it, that's when they know that potential that they thought you had. That's when they use the pick on you.
But see, that's what I'm talking about. You can be good and be drafted in the NBA, but you got to have it to be a lottery pick. You better have it to be a lottery pick. And I don't know that any of our two boys have it.
They have to have something.
If they've got it, then why didn't they show it?
They showed it
past year.
I told you. I keep telling you this. You got to take your head out your tailbone. College basketball is a team sport.
So if you got it, you need to be doing something.
The kids led Tennessee in scoring.
That's true.
That's it for Tennessee.
That's true. But there's a couple of nights you didn't need to score much to lead in scoring. All right, I know I'm being negative.
Exactly. That's why I'm always be on your head.
I know I'm being negative. So, I know I'm being negative.
Until you understand how sports work.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I know how it works. If you're good at the beginning of the season, you better be better at the end of the season, or there's something wrong.
That's why I said Dana can drive that truck.
Oh, don't even start that with me. I promise you, I can drive that race car better than Danica Patrick, better than she can drive my truck.
No,
I promise you.
You know why? You know why I think she can drive it better than you? Because I saw her on TV.
Are you crazy? Let her go through downtown Brooklyn, got to deliver a load of windows to a construction site, and you got cars everywhere, and you're playing obstacle course, and you got to back that thing into a job site in Brooklyn, then get out of there. Nah, don't give me that stuff.
I seen her back her car up on TV.
You ain't seen her drive no truck.
It's like you haven't.
And she can't drive. The automatics don't count.
Just like you haven't seen that basketball player that saw it.
Well, I didn't say they weren't good.
You said he ain't have it.
The it factor. That's something special.
Miss Patrick can drive your truck better.
Well, let's ask some people. I want to, by a show of comments, do you think Springer and Johnson showed you all this past year that they've got that it factor, that something special that nobody else has got, or very, very few people have?
Yes.
No. I'm not saying they're not good. I'm not saying they can't be good. I'm not saying they're not worth a lottery pick. But I guess if I'm going to spend that kind of money on a lottery pick, I want to know they got it. Maybe they got some sort of, do they have an it detector?
No, it's a workout that you put these kids through certain tests. And if they pass the test that you've been looking for, that's what happens. No one thought that Steph Curry had it.
I think he showed a lot more it factor when he was playing college. Where was it? Davidson?
Mm-hmm.
Than Springer Johnson ever has. I remember that tournament.
Bobby, no way. There's not one person, I guarantee you go listen to what the scouts said about him before he came in and worked.
All right, I'll give you, there's a few diamond in the roughs that nobody ever figured. There's always the one not drafted, overachiever. That's an anomaly. Of course, I think he had a lot. I thought Steph Curry in college was better than Springer and Johnson. I remember that tournament.
Bobby, the only reason you saying
I need
that,
13 people to say.
Only reason you saying that is because of what Steph is doing today in the NBA.
No, I'm not.
You are.
I don't even like Steph Curry.
I'm trying to think. Who else? I'm trying to see here. So you think Drew Brees had it in college?
No. I didn't. He was too short. And don't get me started on that argument again.
So you still think that Lamar Jackson didn't have it as a quarterback at Louisville?
I think he won the Heisman, but there's a lot of Heisman that don't have that I've not been that impressed with.
Okay. So you telling me that you've seen a Heisman?
I don't even trust the Heisman anymore.
So you're saying you saw a Heisman guy that won the Heisman that didn't have it?
Yeah, I've seen a few.
Who?
I don't remember, but there's been a few. I'm just saying the Heisman don't mean anything to me. Since the Heisman heist in 97, I don't even care about the Heisman anymore. It's the best quarterback on the best team. That's what it's turned into. Or the best player on a top 3 or 4 or 5 team. That's what a Heisman is.
Well, I mean, they've
changed the definition.
You got to think about this, though. Typically, if that's the case, that's because they got a lot of stats because they're winning. And of course, he's going to be on the best team.
That don't mean anything.
It does too. So you're telling me that
it's a popularity contest?
No, I mean, the kids that's winning it, they got stats.
Yeah, stats.
Stats is what win the Heisman Trophy.
I know. That's what I'm complaining about. It isn't the best player in the country, period. Because if it was the best player in the country, how many times has the Heisman winner not been the number 1 overall pick?
That doesn't determine the best player in the country because of the number 1 pick, Bobby. That doesn't determine.
How come there's been so few Heismans that have been successful in the NFL?
Because of what team they go to, Bobby.
Well, sooner or later, it's got to be more than 1 or 2 hits.
There's injuries. There's systems that they're in. There's so many different situations that you can call it. So many. The Titans almost messed up a Heisman Trophy guy based off the scheme that they was running.
You talking about Derrick Henry?
Yes. You know, he was the backup, and then they changed the scheme, and look what happened.
I got to admit, I was wrong about Derrick Henry.
I wasn't.
I thought that, he was a grown man amongst boys in college, but I thought he didn't have the body for a running back in the NFL.
Bobby.
I thought he was too tall. He ran too upright. Can't you tell I watch a lot of ESPN?
Yeah, you're a straight TV. I need you to go over there and watch practice. Actually, I need you to try to play and understand what I'm talking about when it comes to these football.
Now, I would have thought different if he had actually picked the right team to go to college, because we were on his radar to come to Tennessee.
If he'd have came to Tennessee,
I just can't give an Alabama player props.
He wouldn't have been as successful as he is right now.
Herbert Bradford brings up the elephant in the room. Peyton was the best player in college and lost the Heisman Trophy.
You know why Peyton lost the Heisman Trophy?
That's a one play.
One play. And it's because the one thing that I keep saying why people hate or don't like certain situations or don't like certain players is because people was tired of hearing Peyton Manning.
That's true.
Peyton Manning.
That's true.
You know the reason why a lot of people hate Alabama?
Because people tired of hearing about it.
You know the reason why people hate Tom Brady?
Because he deflates his footballs and his coaches cheat.
No, it's because he's good.
Hey,
nobody likes a winner.
We ain't getting into this argument.
Nobody likes a winner unless the winner is on their team.
That's true.
I give credit where credit is due.
And you're not going to get me started. I did not say Tom Brady was not great.
Yep. You also told him he was going to suck with the
That's before I knew the squad he was going on.
I told you the squad,
but I didn't realize it. I said, man, that was a genius move on Brady's part, because he's old. He's got wide receivers out the yin yang, and halfway through that season, that defense was the best one of the best defenses in the NFL.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't for that defense, Tom Brady wouldn't have been in the Super Bowl.
Bobby.
That's true. If it wasn't for the defense, not only would they not been in the Super Bowl, they wouldn't have won the Super Bowl. So I rest my case.
Yeah, and Herbert, hey, it wasn't Peyton's fault, man. It was the world that voted against Peyton. No one likes Tennessee. ESPN hates us.
They do.
It doesn't matter what team it is. They hate us. They did not want us to win individual awards. They didn't even want us to be in the national championship game.
Who was that was on maybe I'm having bad memory, but I could have swore that back when you was playing, Billy, there was somebody on ESPN when we won the championship said something about people in the trailer parks or had something about a trailer park. One of the guys on game day or something. Does anybody in the comments know what I'm talking about? It was like he made a dig at us when we won.
I'm not sure. Not sure.
Well, y'all didn't probably pay attention to that, but I remember somebody on ESPN made a dig at people in Tennessee.
No.
Like we're a bunch of hillbillies. I ain't no hillbilly, Billy.
Well, I'm a Billy.
You're a Billy, but you ain't a hillbilly.
I'm just Big Billy.
Yeah. All right. Who wins the Heisman this year? Put your pick out there.
Woo. This year, Heisman. Gosh. JG.
I knew you was going to say that. I was going to jokingly say, don't say JG, because I know you was going to say something stupid like that. You want JG to win it so you can be right.
I just want him to be successful, just so everybody
I want him to
that
be successful.
It wasn't him. It was his coaches.
I don't even know. Is there even a front runner for the Matt Jones is gone. The wide receiver from Alabama, Smitty, is gone. Najee Harris is gone.
Let's see who's all.
Trevor Lawrence? He's going to the NFL.
He's the first pick.
Yeah, I think so too. And I don't know that there really is going to be a standout player. Slim Mosley said Kendall Milton.
Ooh, I can see that. There's just a lot that has to happen right now. Let's see here. NCAA college sports.
What about that quarterback for Oklahoma? What is his name?
Oh man, yeah,
Ridley what's his name?
You talking about the
Here's what an R, the quarterback. Really good quarterback. What's his name? Begins with an R. I don't know. Be thinking about it. I'm on the other side of this break. I'm going to show you guys how I'm making some Rattler. That's it, Rattler. Thank you, Slim Mosley. I'm going to show y'all how I'm making some big bucks.
We are Blue Water Climate Control. From heating and AC installation and repair, commercial or residential, when you choose Blue Water Climate Control, we offer solutions, not a sales pitch. Blue Water Climate Control, veteran-owned, superior service.
No, Trask is going to the NFL.
Is he? I thought he was.
No.
Okay.
Him and Pitts both. Yeah.
That's right. He was a senior. That's right. He was a senior.
Crying Ryan's already messaging me how Emory Jones is going to win the Heisman. Emory Jones ain't winning no Heisman trophy, Ryan. Anyway, I got some bets going on. Oh man, my little cryptocurrency is going through the roof right now. That's how I'm making some money. Tell them, Billy. I've been making some good money. I made a couple $100 a day. Got to know when to buy them. What's that song? Know when to hold on. Know when to fold on.
Spencer Rattler is back, isn't he? Oh,
he's good. He's good. Have you been seeing how that joke of a currency? It was actually started as a joke, and for like a year and a half, it was worth 0.0002 cents for a year and a half, and it's already 40 some cents a coin. All because Elon Musk tweeted about it. Do you know how much $1,000 investment a year ago would be worth today?
How much?
Over $2 million.
Oh gosh.
Over $2 million. They're already putting on on Twitter and on these things where people are becoming millionaires in the last 7 days that didn't have a penny to their name 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
Slim says a lot of people talking about the new Clemson quarterback. Who is the new Clemson quarterback? I don't even know who it is. Didn't he fill in? Didn't he play when Trevor Lawrence went down and he played real good? Wasn't Trevor out a game or two? They might be a good quarterback. They're going to be loaded. All right, let's go over our rent money. We got to help some people make their rent money, Billy. We got to help them, and I'm going to help them. I need everybody to start them a Robinhood account and buy all the Dogecoin you can and drive that price up so I can sell real quick and make a fortune. Please. What's up, Justin Sanday? Let's get the what's the score on the baseball game while I'm getting bet now?
Let's see. Still tied. 2-0.
2-0. What inning?
Here's what I want you to do.
Not sure yet.
Just loan me $2.
I can't even pronounce this Clemson's quarterback's name. Buddy.
Speaking of $2, you know it wasn't that long ago. I had $1.77 in my Bet Now account. You know what it was before I placed my bets today?
What's that?
Over $38. That's 38 times what I had just a few weeks ago. So y'all keep laughing at me about my betting picks.
Well, you start to listen a little bit.
Okay. I mean, everybody's got to listen to something. I still have to pull that trigger.
Yeah. You'd pulled that trigger a long time ago.
All right, let's help these people with their rent.
Let's go.
All right, let me tell you what I put on tonight. It may be too late on some of these. Where's my graded pits? Oh, pending. I got to check pending. Wrong button. All right. I took the 76ers money line minus 250. I had to put up $2.50 to win $1.
Yeah,
that's pretty good return on your money. They're going to win that game.
They should win that one.
Raptors. I took the money line, put up $2 to win $1.33. Baseball. I took the Reds minus 116, put up $2 to win $1.72.
Like that one.
You getting the theme here? $2. I got last $2 playing on the background, and I'm betting $2 everywhere. That's all I can afford right now. You got to get your bankroll up before you start betting 20.
Yeah.
The Nationals minus 190, put up $2 to win $1.
Mm-hmm.
And the Rangers minus 121 money line, put up $2 to win 165. And then I parlayed it with $1 parlay to win $11.11. I was going to count it up to see what my bankroll was going to be after I win all these bets, but I don't want to jinx it.
Hold on. Those sound like my bets. I just realized that. I just realized. Hold on. Those look familiar.
It don't matter where I got them. I'm on the one that risked the money. I had to choose whether or not I risked the money. It don't matter where I got it from.
Oh man, you didn't take Miami, did you? The Marlins.
They weren't on the board. They must have already started. Squidtard, what's up, buddy? How can you get that canvas? Follow us on Twitter at Vols Roadshow. Let me get that up here. Hold on. Let me go ahead and turn that song down. Let me get the follow us on Twitter at Vols Roadshow. Comment, retweet. Is it retweet? It's retweet, isn't it?
Yes.
Retweet anything of any tweets, or is it retweet a tweet, right? Retweet, comment, like, follow us on our Facebook page, Volunteer Roadshow. Like, comment, whether it's during the show live or after the show. It don't matter. Comment, share it on Facebook, on YouTube's. Subscribe to both our channels. Links are in the description. Volunteer Roadshow on YouTube and Roadshow Locker Room on YouTube. Follow those and comment in the live chat and after on any videos, and share all your Facebook pages. That helps us get the word out. Anyway, Mike Rubrizi said Sunday MLB, I got Atlanta Braves, Cincinnati Reds, St. Louis Cardinals, Kansas City Royals, Boston Red Sox, and Pittsburgh to win. I'm gonna play that, Mike. I'm playing that. For one, you pick my team. You pick my team.
Who's your team?
Cincinnati.
You like Cincy?
They've been my team since the Pete Rose.
Okay.
That was my boys. The Big Red Machine, Joe Morgan, Perez, Pete Rose, Johnny Bench. I got to watch them boys live. I'll never forget 75 and 77 watching those. Man, that was the best lineup ever in history, and I'll argue with anybody about that. I know they've got some of these Yankee teams, and I know the mid-70s Big Red Machine had the best lineup in history, period. Anyway, I'm off my soapbox. Let us ask him that, Herbert. This is a good question. And if he has, he's going to say he has, even though we don't know. We don't have proof of it.
What's that?
I'm documented as being 12-0 and a 7-game parlay. Herbert Bradford wants to know if you ever won a parlay. Not no 3-teamer. Them are easy. Have you ever won a 7-game parlay?
Who, you?
You. I know I have.
I've won a 12-game parlay before.
No, you ain't.
Yeah.
Have you really?
Yes.
You just saying that because I picked 12.
No, I've done it before. I put $5 on it, won 20 grand or 9 grand.
You know how much I put on my 7-game parlay?
Well, how much was it? 50 cents?
If I'd have put what I wanted to put on it,
so it
would have been like $9,000.
That's right. That was the if. Yeah, I mean, I told you. I mean,
it counts. It counts. And it was a technical error why I couldn't get my bet in. But I'm on video
against it.
I would have been nice to bet again. I bet you've never won a 7-game parlay and in the same season gotten 7 games wrong on a 7-game parlay ticket.
I've never done that now.
Both of those are highly improbable.
Well, not if you're picking it. You're likely, if you were to pick 8 games every day, there's a chance you would go either 1-7 or 0-8 majority of the time.
I'm telling you, it's just as hard to pick 7 winners on a 7-game parlay than it is to pick 7 losers, even if it's on an accident, because in both instances, it's an accident.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, I don't typically like to do the parlays. I do them for fun.
Yeah, I throw $1 at them. Just see.
Like 2-3 teams is the max what I like to do. But if I go anything more, I'm just trying my luck.
Well, I tell you what, I had a 10-gamer the other day. I don't remember when it was. I just knew I was going to nail at least 7 or 8 of them right. And I don't even think I had like 1 or 2 of them right. I was just going down there and just clicking whatever came to my mind at the moment.
And you did pretty good, I bet, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
How'd you do?
I got 1 or 2 right.
That's what I'm saying. See, that's why I say go against what you like.
But they always say go with your gut feeling. Don't second guess yourself.
No, that's the wrong kind of gut to do.
Mike Rubuzzi says Pete Rose and Mr. Dean Sanders. Yep. Henry wants to know if we heard of anybody standing out in practice and how's our defense looking so far. From everything I heard and little clips here and there, what I see, of course, you really can't tell right now just what you got. I mean, you might have a good idea, but you really don't.
No.
How much actual coaching is going on? I mean, coaching going on right now.
Lots.
Is it more positional or is it just
all
drills?
Everything, man. You know, they have probably went back to the beginning of times of teaching these kids everything, ABCs of football, stand, start, just, backpedaling, hands, eyes, all different stuff. You have to do that because what these coaches are doing right now is evaluating.
Yeah, that's what they're doing right now.
Evaluating if these kids can really play this position, or do we need to switch this kid to a different position and find out what they really can do. And that's what they're doing right now. That's what spring ball is about, evaluating to see what you have.
And after spring practice, that's when the coach comes in and he sits you down in the office and said, "Hey, we need you to be one of our best. You're one of our best 11 players. We need to get you on the field." And that's how he loosens you up a little bit. The art of negotiation. They probably read the Donald Trump's Art of the Deal, and then say, "We need you to switch positions."
That's how they do it.
And Fred White almost quit when they changed his from cornerback to safety.
Yes.
You were like, "Oh, wow, I'll get to be one of the best 11. You walking back to the dorm, it gives all. And you say, "Hold on a second. He wants me to switch from linebacker to DN. Isn't that where Leonard Little's playing?"
Man,
I ain't ever going to see the field. Man, he did a number on you, Billy.
He got me, man. He got me. But they made up for it because I played a lot, even when Leonard was on the field, man. They put us all in at the same time with different defensive schemes, and they made it fun for me, though.
Sometimes I sit and think about that. Just how many alphas we had on that defense from 94 to 99, 2000. And especially on that defensive line.
Yeah.
I mean, you had yourself, you had Jeff Coleman, you had Bill Duff, you had
Big Shane Burton.
Shane Burton. Oh my gosh, Shane Burton. Fred White told me he was scared of Shane Burton.
That was a house, man.
Was he really that tough?
He was huge, man. I mean, you can see, look at Shane Burton, man. It looks like he had on 2 sets of shoulder pads. That's how wide his back was.
Darwin Walker.
Oh my God, yeah.
Albert Hainsworth, John Henderson.
Man.
Who else? Butler.
Butler.
Ed Butler was on that team.
Man, we was a lot of guys.
Who else? Man, y'all had a squad on that D line.
Yes, Sean Ellis.
How can I forget about Sean Ellis?
One of my big Buxton.
Buck Buxton. You know what Sean Ellis told me after the show one time?
What's that?
He said I guess y'all were kidding him how slow he was with that touchdown and how you was waiting on him. He said, "Man, I'm tired of hearing that." He says, "Y'all don't realize we just had to run somebody down for 50 yards to play before, so I was already out of gas. I'm really fast." That's what he told me.
Okay, so
I need to go back and watch the tape.
We all chase that same guy now.
Good point. See, I didn't think about that. I could have come back to say, "Big Cat." I remember that play. I was watching it. I'm still kind of hoarse from it. That's a good point. Were you on that play?
I was on that play.
Oh man.
So
then what's his excuse then? What's he did you know that was his excuse?
That's only one excuse right now.
Has he ever told you that?
It's the truth. The truth is he's just that slow.
How did he get to the NFL then?
Bobby.
Sean Ellis wasn't slow.
Tape don't lie.
Then how did he get to the NFL and play, 10, 12 years?
Great player.
He's fast.
Not on that play.
But not on that play. But I got to I want to stick up for Sean Ellis, not because he's been on the Volunteer Roadshow. And I want him to come back. So I'm not trying to be nice. Yeah, I guess I am trying to be nice. But it was hot that day.
For everybody.
But it was still hot. Some people deal with the heat better than others.
Like who?
Can't you cut him a break at all?
Never. Big Cat was a great player, man. But on that particular play,
Sean, if you're watching, you hear me sticking up for you.
He had molasses syrup in his shoes.
He was running like he had concrete, but I still think he had something to do with it. I need to see what this play he's talking about. He said it was like he said, Catfish, it's the play right before that. I had just run 67. course, it's probably every time he tells a story, it's a little further every time. I'm going to go back and watch that.
But everybody else was on that same play.
Did he have to get oxygen after that play?
I'm quite sure he did.
Did you?
No.
Come on.
I was tired of even like waiting on him.
It did look like you could have run backwards fast as he was running forwards.
All I did, I'm gonna tell you what I did on that play when I was like, yes, I need to at least block somebody. I just stopped and went the opposite direction and go block somebody.
All right, now you're gonna make me look this up, and we're gonna play it for everybody before we go eat. Hold on a second, guys.
Oh, it's bad. I love
we got to see this. All right. What quarter was that? We're gonna find it. Auburn versus that'd be Tennessee versus Auburn because it was at Auburn.
Because they called it an interception, I think.
Yeah. Here's some highlights. Let's go through this. Hold on. And I'm gonna bring this over to its own window. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna share this screen. I think this is it. All right, let's see if we can get this up here.
Oh, you went good. Who was that?
All right, let's get this going here. I'll be able to fast forward it to the play, and let's just see what we're talking about here. I think this is right here. There it is. All right, where's Billy? There's Billy right behind him. There you go, Billy. You did beat him. He was slow. All right, there's Emo.
Look, everybody.
Oh my God, he was slow.
See, look, I just went like, let's go find somebody.
Let's watch that again. All right, now that I see, I'd forgotten. I hadn't seen this place since probably 20 years. Let's watch this again. Man, you were fast, which we're going to find out when we do the 40 competition, or Sean Ellis is slow. Let me see this again. All right, there you are, right behind him. Oh, yeah, you were. Well, he had somebody tackling him. Man, he's give out right there at the 30.
And Sean Ellis is going to go the distance for a Tennessee touchdown, 85 yards.
Now, that's the hard part when they come tackle you.
Wow. All right. I don't know. Was that Mercedes?
No.
Auburn tried to run a little shovel pass out.
All right, here's the slow-mo.
It's going to run almost like a reverse option. Come down the inside.
That was an interception. Who hit the quarterback there?
I think it was Corey Terry.
Corey Terry, yeah, 22. All right. There's Billy Ratliff. There you are. There's Peebles and Tron.
Yeah, we gave him a tough time on that one.
Well, I need to go back and see the play before that, see what he's talking about, see if I can give him any slack before I give anybody slack.
So here,
I'm going to give you slack no matter what, Sean.
So normally, if you're tired, normally we come out the game. Somebody come in and replace you. If someone ran like a 60-yard or whatever and you're tired, typically somebody come replace you. You tap your helmet and you come in and they come get you. Nobody came and got him, did they?
No.
So that don't mean he wasn't tired.
No, that you've always said that Debo could be on his last breath. He's not coming out of the game.
Oh, that's Darwin though.
Yeah. Was Sean like that?
No. Sean, if he's tired, he coming out.
Jeremy Snyder said highlights don't lie. But I'm going to go back and research it. Maybe I'll bring it up next week. Well, I'm going to write a note on that. It was the first quarter. Scott Hester says it was the first quarter. I'm going to go research it. I got to talk. Sean swore up and down after the show. He said, Catfish, he said, I get a lot of slack about that. But they forget that we had just run. Auburn just ran the ball like he made it sound like it was the full length of the football field. And I said, I didn't know that, Sean. I even said, Sean, I wasn't laughing at you during the show. That was Billy. That was Jeff. That was Fred. I'm listening. I'm on your side, Sean. That's what I kept saying. So I'm going to look at. I need to look that up.
And once again, you're going to be like, that dang on Billy was right.
I'm going to look it up. Yeah, Henry, that did take me back. I hadn't seen that play. And I mean, I've seen it thinking about it because I could visualize that play, and I've seen it in my mind, 500 times? But that's the first time I've seen it in a long time. But I'm going to research that. Jenny Van, how you doing, Jenny? Said Sean was slow, but it was awesome. Well, he was slow on that play. I'm going to be the judge of this. Billy says he's slow. I don't think he was slow. You don't go to the NFL if you're slow.
Yes, you do. Peyton Manning was fast.
He doesn't need to be. He's a quarterback.
But you just said you can't.
You're not dragging me in this argument we had this morning in the living room.
You that's what you said, you know.
What's this, Herbert? How you doing, D4? Catfish, you should take everyone in your circle to the Kentucky Derby and bet a $3 parlay and win big money. That's something on my bucket list, is to go to the Derby. You've been a bunch.
I've been quite a few times.
I wonder how much money is bet.
Oh gosh,
on site on the Kentucky Derby.
I can't even imagine, man.
Do they take checks? Because if they take a check, I'm gonna put a couple grand on somebody.
Yeah, well, they're gonna make sure you got your legs right, because they're gonna be peeling them off.
What's that joke that you might be a redneck guy? What was his name? Had the bit, you might be a redneck, and he had that was part of his comedy. Jeff Foxworthy.
Okay. He
said the repo man came to his house and said, hey, we're here to get the car or give us $800. He said, well, I ain't got $800. He said, well, can you give me a post-dated check? And he goes, you can take a check? Well, why don't I just pay it off? No, man. Oh, Henry Riddle got confirmation. He got tickets to all the home games this season. I can't wait. That video was Tennessee football on just about every play, fellas. Is it 3-0 already? I'm
telling you, man, Vandy, they always had
squad.
Great pitching.
But we lead the all-time series, I think I read in the paper this morning. Like 43-40 or something.
No, that don't matter.
Vanderbilt's got a squad. Anyway, you ready to get on out of here?
Let's do it.
All right, guys. Y'all know what's coming next. Thanks for tuning. Look what he's doing. Thanks for tuning in. Go Vols. I tell you what, Sean Ellis was not slow. He might have been slow on that play, but you don't make it and play the length of time he has in the NFL, and you're slow.
All right.
I promise you that.